I'm coming, you guys. Hold on just a second. I'm coming, you guys. Hold on just a second. All right, I'm ready to go. Thanks for being so patient with me. I got a call FaceTime video right before I came on with our grandchildren. So I had to run upstairs and get ready for here. So we are going to be crafting tonight. We're going to be showcasing the 2022, my pre-order that I ordered. We'll also go over some of my specials that are for the month of December. I've got 2 going on currently. And we're going to start out with some December card club, just kind of taking a look at it and what you can expect for the month of December. So we'll let a few people get on board here. Looks like I've got 3 here. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, so we got Carla on here from Pennsylvania. Nice to see Carla always. All right, so I've got some new grid paper. That's the Christmas version. It's blue on one side and red on the other, so hopefully that won't mess up the camera too much. But looks like everything's good and centered. Some reflection, but we'll have to just take it as it goes. All right, so we are going to be going over a few things. My special for tonight, actually, it's really not a special. It's going to be a free giveaway. I have all of this tidings and trimmings, 6x6 paper that's left over from a few different classes that I had this past month. So I'm done with Christmas mentally. So I would like to give this away to somebody that would like it and that could use it. So if you would like to be put in the drawing for this lovely paper, it makes really lovely cards. We did this for my stamp retreat. We used it for my stamp retreat. I used it for an in-person class with Hartford Parks and Recreation back last weekend on the 4th. And it's a 6x6 paper. All my favorite colors are in it. So if you would like to be in the random drawing, I'll give this away on Monday at some point. And my goal is to go my Facebook Lives on Mondays. So I'm really trying to fine tune my schedule. But it's just super crazy with working. So hopefully I can get back to my Facebook Lives. But I'm going to try to do something on Monday. So, and then I'll feed it over to YouTube. But if you'd like to be in the drawing for the random drawing, just shoot me an email and say, hey, Karen, I'd like to be put in the random drawing for the 6x6 paper pack, and I'll put you in the drawing, and I'll have my husband pick that out, the name on Monday, and I'll announce it at some point, probably on my Facebook page, or you just might get some happy mail in the mail, probably the week of the 13th, because who knows how slow the post office is. Right now, I don't really have a problem. All right, so we got quite a few people on here. I just happened to look. It says 3, but looks like I've got more than that. But looks like I've got Denise. Oh, Denise, you're not late. I just barely made it. I was late myself. And we've got another Denise from South Dakota. Oh boy, I bet it's cold there. And then Rhonda, Vanessa, Louise. All right, so I don't know. I got multiple double comments here. So I'm going to refresh my laptop. That is always 20 seconds behind. So it looks like it's got some, yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's a little bit duplicating. But anyway, we're going to get started because I got quite a bit to do tonight and I want to make some cards. So I'm going to go over my monthly card club. A lot of my subscribers belong to my monthly card club, and I can see a few names right now. These are the cards that you guys are going to be making. I always show my cards no matter what. So you can see the value that you'll be getting. So for $39 every month, and some of you are already grandfathered in at your lower rate, but $39 is my monthly price right now. It's just because the price of postage is going up and all those supplies. So, but anyway, I'm using the artistically inked stamp set. I'm not using the dies that go with this, but if you would like to order this as a separate item and make the cards just like mine, then there's a PayPal link that I emailed out last night. And if you didn't get my email, you can shoot me an email and say you want more information. Just say my email address is inspiredbygraham@gmail.com. I'll also have it in the description box later tonight when I update my YouTube description box. So we're going to be using this. This is the first time I've used this stamp set. I've had it for months, literally months, probably when the catalog came out. But I just haven't used it because the Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper was hugely back ordered in the beginning, of course, because look at the paper. It's beautiful, right? It's got that gold foil in it. It's a specialty paper. So it's back ordered, and then it's now not back ordered, and guess what? It's almost back ordered again. So I'm taking a chance. I have room for 2 more card club subscribers for this month. Again, it uses Expression in Ink specialty paper. You will receive a 6x12 pack, so 12 sheets, and I cut it right down the middle, 6x12. And then you'll receive also some fine art ribbon. This is it's really pretty. It goes nicely with the paper. I would not have thought it would, but I'm really trying to stick to the annual catalog products because lots of things are now back ordered. I'm hoping that the paper and the cardstock is not going to be on back order. I haven't even had a chance to look at that yet, but hopefully I won't have to make any substitutions with any card designs because the way I've designed my cards are the way I want to go with it. But of course, you know, sometimes we can just change out colors and it's perfectly fine. But I'm using the 3/8 of an inch fine art ribbon. It's got a little like maybe crumb cake in it with all this sparkly gold. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I'll bring it way up to the camera so maybe you can see it. I don't know. But anyway, how do you like my nails? I just had my nails done. I really love this color. I don't even know what it is, but I had to say that because my nails are like, I'm a tomboy. So when I have pretty nails, I like to show them off. Anyway, I got sidetracked there, but next up is the basic pearls. Again, these are usual staples in our craft rooms, and they don't usually go on back order. But if you notice, the rhinestone basic jewels just went on back order like a day or 2 ago, so we never know. So that's good. You're going to get a full sheet of these. So a full bolt of ribbon, full sheet of the pearls, a 6x12 specialty paper, and 2 sheets. So here are the card designs that I made. Everyone has ribbon on it in different ways to showcase your ribbon. So I did some kind of background stamping on 3 of the sentiment labels, and 1 I used left plain. And once I got that card all assembled, I said, Karen, you didn't put one on the happy birthday sentiment banner. So I might go back and change that up when I do the video. But I love this stamp here. Let me show you. This stamp here in the set is really fun to work with. And it's definitely like the paper. It makes the images. I'm using 2nd generation ink on my background stamping. But like you can kind of see here, Best Wishes is stamped in shaded spruce, and Pear Pizzazz is on here too. Pale Papaya is the main cardstock. So here is the that stamp I just showed you, but it's 2nd generation ink. And then I stamped happy birthday in the shaded spruce on top of that. So, and this is Pear Pizzazz. So that's card number 1. And then here is the envelope and how I designed the envelope, just the same way as I designed the inside of the card. I like to be consistent in that manner. And then I embellished with the pearls. I went with 5 this time on, I think, all the cards, at least 5. So that's card number 1. You'll make 2 of each design. And then I love this one because it's all green, of course, right? Here's some more background stamping, and I used this stamp right here. It's beautiful. Second generation ink in mint macaron. And then again, I used shaded spruce for the word greeting hello. Okay, and then on the inside, I just stamped some simple flowers, and that is, I don't have that one mounted on a block, but they come 3. It's a stamp that has 3, so let me just show you. It's this one right here. So there's 3 little flowers on there. This is a distinctive stamp, so it's got all this kinds of shading and everything. And then I just simply add a scrap piece that I had in my pile to the bottom of here. It matches really nicely because this is the gorgeous paper that's on the front. Now, you could make this a masculine card by just eliminating the pearls and the ribbon, and maybe yeah, I think if you did this image here in a 3rd generation ink, eliminated the ribbon and the pearls, it could be a masculine card. Okay, nothing wrong with that. And here is the envelope that I created. Again, consistency. Card number 3. Now this is a card that I did not do any background stamping on it because it just seemed it didn't need it because of this area on the paper here. And then I added a nice cute little bow on the front here. I used Tasteful Labels, and I also used a new set of dies too, and of course they're over on my other desk and I don't know the name of them. They're in the mini catalog and they just came to me this past week. And then here is Best Wishes in Polished Pink. Again, I used the Pear Pizzazz as the background 2nd generation ink. And then I just did the same thing. I stamped the Happy Birthday Polished Pink with the background Pear Pizzazz 2nd generation ink. So hopefully you guys like these. And then here's this one. This one uses those dies that I can't remember the name. I don't even know the name. And then here's the ribbon that I just cut 2 pieces, made an X behind this little die cut label. And then, so just that they're frayed at the ends. I did some stamping here, 2nd generation in the foliage with thanks in the shaded spruce. Here's some pearls, the beautiful paper. And then on the inside, I used the Hippo and Friends die in white, basic white. Stamped this, and it is not on one of my blocks, and I'm going to need that, so I'll have to go get that. And then added the little Pear Pizzazz little dots there that represent seeds in the flower. But not only is this just a regular card, it's also a gift card holder. So over here, you got a little area where you can slide in a gift card. And I added the designer series paper over here. So it's different card. And I like to bring kind of something different every month to my card club members. So you'll make 2 of each, so 8 cards. You have plenty of supplies left over to make other cards that you might, want to make in your craft room. So the instructions, I do step-by-step videos for all the designs here, and it's again a recurring subscription, and it is $39 a month. And you can, if you're 6 months continuous without a break, you'll receive $25 worth of Stampin' Up! Product from me in your monthly club. So every 6 months, you'll receive some free product from me. You can cancel at any time if you want, but I don't think you would want to. I have had very few cancellations over the last almost 3 years or 2 years. My club is continually growing. So I have space for just a couple more for this month, just because that paper is very close to going on back order. And again, artistically inked can be added to your order as an add-on. So that is my card club. We are going to be needing some of these supplies, so I'm going to just move them back over. We're going to make this card here tonight, and we're also going to make this card here. So both horizontal cards. Again, if you're just coming on late, let me just go over real quick. If you would like to be in my random drawing on Monday night, I'm giving away the rest of my Tidings and Trimmings Designer Series paper pack. There's lots of sheets in here, and you just need to shoot me an email at inspiredbygraham@gmail.com and ask to be put in the drawing. So my two host rewards, my normal like monthly one, I always have something on my website as a thank you. So any order of $40 or more during the month of December will receive a free embellishment from the January to June. Oops, I didn't fix that yet. That should be, say, 2022 mini catalog. So I'm going to be showing you some embellishments that may come your way in the month of January. And then last week we went over paper pumpkin, so I'm going to be doing paper pumpkin every month on one of my lives. And I did some of the normal projects along with some alternatives. So for the month of December, any new paper pumpkin subscribers through me during the month of December will be entered into a random drawing. The person chosen by random will receive one of our kits from the kits collection for free. And the drawing will occur on January 1st, 2022, and the random winner will be notified by email. And you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin at this really long web address, or you can just shoot over to inspiredbygraham.com to do that. And I'll get you in that monthly drawing. So these are new subscribers only. All right, so I'm going to get those out of the way, and we're going to start creating these two cards. So the first one we are going to be making, it doesn't really matter to me. This one we'll be making first. So I need to get, let's see, do I need to get, yeah, I do need to get one of these stamps. This is the one I need. And I also need this little tiny one. I had to put all my stickers on tonight because I was stamping without my stickers last night designing this club, and I found I really missed my cling stickers, so I got those on tonight. So this one barely fits on a D block, but it does fit diagonally. This one right here is really tiny, so you're going to need an A block. All right, so we got those all ready to go. Okay, so again, this is a greeting card / gift card holder, and I did challenge my team. We had our team gathering on Wednesday night, and I showed them how to mass produce 12 cards. You can get 12 cards with some scraps from some other sheets out of one sheet, or 9 cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12. And it's simply because this piece here is cut 4 by 4. And then you can use scraps or what have you. This one is a much more jazzed up card than I showed at the team gathering. But it's kind of the same like process. So I've got my supplies here. And let me just grab them all. It's really bothering me that I can't tell you guys the name of these dies, and I'm using them tonight. So just bear with me. I'm just going to go grab them. They're on my other counter over here. They are called the Seasonal Labels dies, and there's a ton in here. Okay, and I love the dies that have these kind of shapes because they're really nice sentiments. shapes. There's 19 dies in this. And I just purchased the dies only in that one. Because sometimes I don't use the stamp sets and I just want the dies out of the catalog. So, of course, you can bundle it and save the 10% if that's what you want to do. Okay, so you're going to need your paper trimmer. I wanted to show you how I scored this. All right, so I've got a piece of pear pizzazz, and this is cut 4 1/4 by 11. And I'm going to score it at 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so let me grab my, make sure it's correct here. 1 3/4, and then a 5. Oh, I don't think it was 1 3/4. Now that I look at it, oh boy. Hold on. No, it's not. Shoot. It is 1 1/4, so I'm already off. All right, well, it's okay. We're gonna fix. It's okay. It's just a score line. It's not gonna be any big deal. So 1 1/2. Right? No, 1 1/4. Oh my gosh. I'm already messing up the card. So 1 1/4 and 5 1/2. Okay, those are your score lines. And then we're going to burnish this. So let me grab my bone folder, and we'll make a nice crisp line with our bone folder. And this is good. It's going to be going this way. So we want this one over here folded in. And I'm just going to fold it this way. This is a really simple card to definitely mass produce. We're going to do some, let's see, I'm going to do my stamping last, kind of last, because I want to get rid of some of these like larger pieces that are kind of just all over the place. So here's our 4x4 piece of the Designer Series paper. And it's just gorgeous, right? Look at all that foil that's on there. This is the back side of it. It's kind of one of those funky patterns. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal, and I'm just going to run 2 full lines and a little bit of another one. And we'll disregard that score line, you guys. And I'm just going to turn this paper to see kind of what direction I want this to go to, because it's really non-directional in a way, but sometimes if you look at a certain flower, like I'm looking at this one right here, and it kind of does look directional. And since this is a square 4x4, it's okay to kind of just take your time and figure out what design, what direction you want your paper to go into. Oh, I was like struggling with that. Okay, and then I'm going to open this card up. We're going to put the other piece. It's the same pattern paper, and this is the other side of it. So you could do this. Okay, you could have it go like that, or I just love this side, and I'm going to have this showcased on the inside of the card. So let me just grab my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to just add some to each of those corners. Again, I'm looking at the paper just to see what direction I want it to go in. And I think I'm going to go this way. And this has just got a little 1/4 of an inch border all the way around. So the top, bottom, left, and right. Then over here is that flap. So if you didn't want to make a gift card holder, you wouldn't make that score line. You would just kind of leave it. But then you're going to be left with this. You can just put a scrap on that side. But since I'm making us a gift card holder, I'm going to take my seal plus, and I'm going to run it on the edge. You can use tear tape as well. Maybe I'll show you both. So let me just get my, haven't used this in a while. So I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus on this side, and then I'm going to take, this is my leftover tear tape from last week, you guys. Look at how much I have left over. So Paper Pumpkin always gives you a lot of extra supplies, just like my card club does. So we're just going to tear that off and just kind of place it over here. And let me just release it, the backing there. So Stampin' Seal Plus or tear tape, doesn't really matter. And then I'm just gonna burnish this down here with my bone folder just to get it nice and scored. You could use like a 1-inch circle punch to make a little slot here to kind of make it look like a little bit more, but just another thought for you. Here's a 1-inch piece of the beautiful Expressions in ink. So I'm just going to add 1 line of adhesive, and then I want that gold foil on the bottom. So we're just going to add this here. Again, we've got that slot there. If you want to put a gift card holder in there, you can do that. Now, let's get some stamping done. So we have our die cuts here. And we also have our envelope because we need all 3 items here to stamp. 2 of them, all of them are going to be, or these 2 are going to be stamped the same, and then this inside here will be a little bit different. So I want to grab some scrap paper just because I'm going to be stamping off the edge. I'm going to grab this larger stamp here. This is going to be inked up with polished pink. Now, I'm not going to stamp the whole flower on there, of course. I'm just going to stamp on the edge. So let me just show you again. Right here, this is full generation ink. So I'm just going to kind of stamp on the corner of here. I want to get some at the center of that flower in there. So let's just go like that, and hopefully I got it. I did. Since that's a lot of ink, I'm going to wait a second to get make sure that's dry. Now I'm going to take this stamp that has those little dots there that represent the center of the flower. I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz ink. It's a lighter green. You could get away with shaded spruce if you wanted to. And I'm just going to randomly stamp these in the middle. I'm going to turn my paper just so I can get a bunch of those little dots, and you can do 1st and 2nd, 3rd generation stamping. So there's the center of that one. And we still need to use Pear Pizzazz ink to create our kind of the focal point on our envelope and on our sentiment panel. So let me grab my sentiment panel here. And here's the foliage that I'm going to be using in this one here. Again, I'm going to do 2nd generation ink. So in order to, when I try to do like a background stamping, I always experiment first. So I'll stamp in 1st generation ink, and then I'm going to stamp in 2nd generation ink. So we've got a darker and a lighter image, and sometimes you can go 3rd generation ink. And then I'm going to take that thanks, and I'm also going to take my shaded spruce ink, and I will ink up, here's the thanks. It's a nice solid word there. And then I'm just going to practice and trying to figure out what background I want on all the 2 labels, the label and the envelope. So I like, I think this one is a little too light, and of course this one's a little too dark. So I'm gonna go with the 2nd generation ink. And that's kind of just what I do. I don't know how you guys figure it out, but that's how I figure it out. I like to practice. Okay, so let's do that again. We're going to take our foliage, we're going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp at an angle. Okay, and then I'm going to take the word thanks, ink up in the shaded spruce, and I'm going to center that right over that label. And then we've got a nice little background so that that sentiment label is not all purely white. You've got a little bit of kind of more of a focal point behind the sentiment thanks. So let's do that again. We're going to stamp the same thing on our envelope. So I'm going to ink up in the Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to stamp off on my scrap paper, and then I'm just going to stamp the leaves over there. And then in full strength shaded spruce, we're just going to stamp right over the foliage. So we've got some consistency going on with that. So we are all done our stamping for this card, and we are going to close these up because it's the end of the work week and I could probably make a pretty hot mess if I don't. So we're just gonna be a little bit safe. And now we're gonna just finish assembling the card. So the thanks is going to go on this Pear Pizzazz die cut here. Really nice layering dies here. Just take your Stampin' seal, add it to the back of the sentiment, and then we're just going to add this right over top. And before it's all the way down, I'm going to look at it and it's a little crooked, so we can still pull that off and try again. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're going to flip this one around because we need to add our Stampin' Dimensionals on the back side. So let me grab a sheet here. And I'm going to add 4 Stampin' Dimensionals onto this label. I'm leaving this middle of the die cut kind of vacant, and because I want to put some adhesive on here to help with the ribbon that's going to be put underneath it. So I just kind of like to do this so that that ribbon can stay there. All right, so we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to bring in our card and we're going to grab our fine art ribbon. And basically we just need to cut, I'm not sure how many inches that is, but I'm just using my card as an example here. I'm going to cut it at an angle this way. And then we'll just add one more. You can just eyeball it. All right, and next we just kind of look and make sure we like it before we actually put down our label. So it's going to go over here. I want to pull this one over just a little bit. You can actually add some adhesive right here to help you out. So let me grab it like this. Basically going to make an X with it. That way we can still see the ends of the ribbon. And I'm going to pop off those backings of the Stampin' Dimensionals. Did you know that we have the Stampin' Dimensionals come in white and they also come in black? And we also sell them in 2 different sizes in the white, so minis and regular. All right, so now we're just going to add this label right to the front. I'm kind of looking at it before, and then I think it looks pretty good. If you want to fray the ribbon, let me grab my tool here. You can fray it by just taking a sharp edge here, like I've got my old piercing tool, and just hold it and just fray it a little bit if that's what you want it to look like. Okay. Now the final step is to add our basic pearls. So I'm going to grab, these come in 3 different sizes, so I'm just going to make sure I put 3 different sizes on the card. So I'm going to put one down here, a large one, and then I'm going to grab a medium one, and I'm going to put one right here, and then I'm going to grab 2 little tiny ones and put them kind of close together over in this area that's white. So I've got 3 there, and then I'm going to grab another little tiny one, and I'm going to just kind of look at my eyes. I want to put one over here. Again, I'm trying to form that triangle that I always try to form, and then maybe I'll put one up here just in the middle of that flower as well. All right, so then we've got this little die cut, and this is going to go on the inside of the card here. So that's super easy. Just add your Stampin' seal, and I stamp this in the lower corner. And the only tricky part of this is you want to remember to put it on the left side, because if you don't, and you kind of put it in the center, you're gonna get it showing. Now you might like that. I like to see all of that pretty paper. So I'm gonna just pick this up and just move it over so it's on the left side of that panel. And then I'm gonna close it up and you don't see that white at all. So I hope you like this one. I really like this one. I really love all of these designs I came up with on the fly, you guys. I was rocking and rolling last night and literally took me maybe an hour and 15 minutes to create my design. So I was really nervous about it because I'm a little late getting this out again, but you can only do so much in a day. So I just have to take one thing at a time. And tonight it's you and me and making cards. All right, so let me know what you guys think of this one. Would you change anything? Would you keep it the same? Would you use different colors here? Or would you fray the ends of the ribbon? Would you use different ribbon? Would you add gold to it? Let me know. And I'm gonna just take a look at any of the comments that are actually asking questions. So let me just see if there's anything here. Hi, first time here. Welcome, Kathleen Thompson. Thanks for stopping by. One of my, yeah, this specialty paper is the best. Like, it is beautiful. I like the second generation best. Yep, I believe so. The black dimensionals come with both sizes. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes, the black ones do, which is kind of cool, right? All right, so we're going to move on to card number 2, because after this, we're going to show you my pre-order from the mini catalog and celebration. So all of us demonstrators were able to pre-order, which is really fun. We get all the product ahead of time so we can actually work with it. I haven't worked with it yet because I'm just finishing up some in-person classes and getting my Christmas presents out and my Christmas cards to my customers. So that's a priority of mine right now. And hopefully next week I'll be able to create, and next Friday I'll bring you some new cards that I'll be making with some of those new stamp sets I've got in my room. So looking forward to that. All right, so here's this one. I came up with this one using the pale papaya as the main color. And then we've got that nice background stamping. So this one's super easy to make as well. You're going to need a few things, of course. I use the Tasteful Labels dies on this and the, let me grab it. Hold on. I use the Ornate Floral embossing folder. First I embossed the paper, then I die cut it out to create that nice little embossed floral design. Instead of using that or just leaving it all like just your normal cardstock, I wanted to dress it up a little bit. All right, so we have some pale papaya. I haven't used this color in a long time. This is cut 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Now I'm just going to use my bone folder to give it a nice burnish. It's going horizontally, so we got to make sure we remember that. The next panel up is Pear Pizzazz. This is cut 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and that's going to get matted right on here. But first, we're going to look at our designer series paper here. So this is a piece that was cut 3 3/4 by 5, and all it is it's the same. I'm using the reverse side on this panel. So this one here is going to be adhered down, and then we're going to use this green, beautiful greens on the other side. So I like to work with 1/8 of an inches. I know some people don't like to do that. I like just a hint of our cardstock coming through. But if you don't, then you would just change this up to 4 by 5 1/4. And then of course you got to change this one up as well. I'm just going to kind of look at this and see what direction I want this to go. I think I want it to go this way because a lot of it's going to get cut covered up by our focal point, but I know this area down here is not, so that's what I'm kind of looking at. I love this side of the paper too. It's one of my favorite patterns. So I just added the Stampin' Seal. I'm going to grab the corner over here on the left side, making sure it's about 1/8 of an inch, then kind of rubbing my finger all the way up to that corner and then smoothing it out. Then I'm going to take this piece here. If you have to overlap it a little because you got it too far over, that's okay to do that. So I'm just going to add my Stampin' Seal. And then I kind of just look at it. I love to have the darker colors down at the bottom. So there is kind of the more dark on this side. So let's just gonna rotate it around. And before I kind of give it a final press down, I'm gonna make sure I've got that border, which looks pretty good. All right, now we're going to flip it over. And we're going to take our Stampin' Dimensionals and we're going to add probably 5 to this one, just because we have that focal point that's in the middle and it's a little heavy. So we'll just add 1 in the middle just for safety's sake. And get those all pressed down real good. And I'm just going to peel these off. And then they're going to go in my little bucket over to the side here. Then I'm going to take the fine art ribbon here. It's got that nice little sparkle of gold in it. I'm going to add it to the back side, making sure it's flat. And then, whoops, got it the wrong way, of course. Let me start over. All right, so now it is flat on the back side. I'm going to pull in my card base. My Stampin' Dimensionals are already prepped, and then I'm just going to add this to the card base. And now I can still move that ribbon back and forth, which is good. I'm right-handed, so I always start with the bolt on the right side, and then I bring it over. And as long as your ribbon is kind of still flowing, it's okay. You don't necessarily need to make the bow. You can make it wherever you want because you can always slide it in place afterwards. So I'm just gonna create my bow, and let's see if I can get it without using my tweezers, whoops, or having to start over. So I've got it in a T form or a cross, whatever you want to call it. And I've got my loop, and I'm gonna make sure that's a little bit big because it's gonna get worked with. Come on. And then let's see if we can get it the first try. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, so let me grab these tails. Whoa, that's a little too small. All right, so just still a little bit too big for me. Okay, that looks horrible. So guess what? I'm going to make a flat knot because you know what? That's what I did on this one anyway. So I don't know why I was trying to attempt a bow, because I didn't want to make a bow on the on this in the beginning. So let me start over. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit because I don't like to waste any ribbon if I don't have to. All right, let's get this done. Looks like I'll waste a little bit. All right, so I've got that. I'm just going to pull from the left side there, and now I'm going to slide this. Hopefully I can still slide it. There we go. Yeah, I did kind of waste too much. Oh well. Just angle cut those. That's a little too much. So let me just... I don't like them too big. There we go. Okay, so that is all ready to go. That's prepped. Usually doesn't take me that long. Now we're going to do some stamping. So we've got our circle. We have our basic white panel, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and we have our envelope. So again, it's the same process. We're going to use Pair ink, and we're going to use shaded spruce. I also used mint macaron in Card Club as well on the other cards, so you can use whatever colors that you have in your craft room and that work with you. So I was just looking at my die cut, making sure that I was going to stamp on the smooth side rather than the rough side. So we've got that. I want my scrap paper here because we're going to be stamping large stamp over this circle. So I'm going to take my large, nice marble effect, inking it up in Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to actually stamp off, and then I'm going to just stamp on. Okay, oh, this is really pretty. Okay, so that's what we got it looking like. Then we can take our Best Wishes, and we're going to ink that up in Shaded Spruce and stamp that right down over top. That looks really good. Now on the inside, actually let's, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on the front of this envelope so you can get a little different look. Again, we're going to take that large image stamp, ink it up with Pear Pizzazz, stamp off, and then stamp on our envelope. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with that basic white. Again, ink up, stamp off, stamp on. I just love that design. It's so pretty. It's resembling this piece of the Designer Series paper right here. Now, we're going to take Happy Birthday. We're going to ink that up in Shaded Spruce, and we're just going to stamp right over the background. And again, we're going to do the same process on the envelope. So now I have an envelope that has the Happy Birthday on it, and on the original envelope I had Best Wishes. So you can see how versatile our stamp sets are as well. We're done with all of the ink pads, so I'm just going to close those up. And then we're going to assemble the card here. So I'm going to turn this one over. This is the inside panel. Let me just grab my Stampin' Seal and add 4 small lines on each of the corners and add that to the inside of the card here. Oh shoot, I had ink on my fingers. Darn it. Oh, does that ever happen to you guys? Of course, it's a dark color too, right? I must have gotten the ink on my fingers when I was closing up the ink pad. Darn it. Okay, so now we're going to be working with this panel here. I want the embossed side front, and this is the debossed side. So my Stampin' Dimensionals are going to go on the debossed side. I'm going to add 4, so 1 to each of the corners. Okay, and then let's press those down real good, and then we'll press them with our thumbnails here, and then just peel these off. And now we're going to add this one right to the front. And then let's take our Best Wishes here, and this is going to go on here, but I think it gets a little lost if you don't give it some dimensions. So again, we're going to take our Stampin' Dimensionals, and we will add 2 of them. And then just remove the backings the same way we always do. And then this is going to get added right to that label. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Look at that. And then the final touch are the basic pearls. So I'm going to just grab one of the large ones. I'm going to use, actually, I want the large one kind of in a white area. So I'm just going to add it over there. And then I'm going to take a medium size and add it down in the corner here with two little tiny ones. So I've got my little triangle there. And then I've got one up here, and then 3, 4. Of course, we got to have one more to make an odd number. So I'm just going to put it right here. Okay, so that is card number 2 for you guys. So let me just bring in, here's this one we made, and then let me just show you the 2 envelope options that you can stamp it. So we've got happy birthday and best wishes. All right, so let me know what you think about that one. Again, these are, this is a design in my monthly card club. I have 2 openings this month. And all the information is actually on my website, inspiredbygraham.com. It's on a blog post, and it's also on the right side of the menu bar. Just click on it and it'll bring you to my email that I sent out last night. So, all right, so let's just kind of go over. Here's the other card I made as a sample. Let me just tie that a little bit tighter. Again, if you wanted to fray your ends on those tails, you could do that as well. All right, so that card here, and then here's the one if you're just coming on and arriving a little bit late. Here is this one that we made, and then it's a gift card holder, which is in here. You can slide your gift card in this slot area, in this slot over here. And then you've got a Hippo and Friends die that was die cut with basic white, and I stamped polished pink and some pear pizzazz. You could do this in Christmas colors as well. Super, super easy. You can mass produce this really, really quickly and have a Christmas card done in no time. So those are our cards, and here are the other 2 designs for December Card Club. Happy birthday card with the polished pink, and here's the best wishes with polished pink, and the envelope happy birthday. And then this one too is really fun. Eliminate the pearls and the ribbon, and you've got a masculine card, and you could eliminate that too as well for the masculine look. And here's the envelope. So all right, we're going to turn it over to my pre-order. Now, I have not studied the catalog. I have not looked at any of the very little bit or very few of the designer series paper packs. I don't know what's bundles, what's not, just because I haven't had a chance to study it. So let's just kind of take a look at it together. And we'll start with all the stamp sets I have. I have a lot, you guys. Then we'll do embellishments, and then we'll do the paper because I'll need a lot of room for the paper. All right, so Catching Butterflies is a celebration stamp set. And it's one of the free ones that you can earn with, I believe it's a $50 order. Again, for customers, that'll be in January. I have this product now because I'm a demonstrator. I was able to put a pre-order in. And this is a cling stamp set. So you've got your little stickers here, and you've got your red rubber that you can add the stickers to. So that's Catching Butterflies. This is going to be really fun. I might do a special class with this one. I just love all of the sentiments. You make my heart happy. Celebrate every beautiful thing. Collecting sweet thoughts of you. So this is really fun, and those cute little butterflies too add a nice little background effect as well. Now the next one is in the mini catalog. I received this one for free by attending on stage in November. None of these I haven't tried, so I don't know how they stamp. I don't know anything about it, but this is kind of like a silhouette. We've got a butterfly, some foliage, and some other foliage. Actually, that's a tree, and then some foliage here. And again, this is a cling stamp set. They're really large stamps. Of course, there's 3 in there. So that is called Amazing Silhouettes. This one's really pretty. This one most likely will be a card club. Maybe it will be January. I'm not quite sure yet. But just monochrome stamping. You can stamp in Memento Black and use your Stampin' blends. You can use your coloring pencils, markers, whatever. This is a gorgeous stamp set. It's called Blessings of Home. It's a cling stamp set. Again, we got your red rubber. You got all your stickers. Again, really, really pretty set. And there's dies that go with this too. But I don't think I got the dies. Next is Out of Karen's Comfort Zone stamp set, and it's called Catch You Later. I'm going to be going outside of my box and try to work with some stamp sets that are more kind of like this, kind of like fun, I guess, and using some fun paper too. So we'll figure out what paper we'll be using. But Catch You Later has, hey there, I love hanging around with you. You're just perfect. I'll catch you later, dear friend. I'll always be here for you. Better together, and happy birthday from us. So lots of nice blendings that you could do. And look at that little cat with the fish. Super cute. Again, it's called Catch You Later, and it's a cling stamp set. I can't show you the inside of the catalogs, unfortunately. And I would turn to the pages, but that's against our policy, not until January. But most of you probably already have your catalogs if you're a customer of mine. And maybe you're flipping through the catalogs and I have no idea that you're doing that. But anyway, next stamp set is called Celebrating You. It's all a sentiment stamp set. It's cling stamp set, again, red rubber. Lots of different sentiments on it for you. You got anniversary, love, you're on my mind, like happily ever after, proud of you, Easter, congrats, Mother's Day, grateful to celebrate you every day. So there's a baby, happy Father's Day. So all around great sentiment stamp set called Celebrating You. Next, my friends, is this cute bunny and chick Easter Friends. It's again a cling stamp set. Super fun Easter cards and 3D projects will be made with this one. Oh, so super cute. Like, I don't even think you would need to even blend this because it's got all this little kind of dimension going in the stamp set. You could stamp in black or brown on some yellow and call it good. So this one will be fun to work with. Again, it's a cling stamp set and lots of stamps in there for you. There's 8 stamps in this one. Okay, that is Easter Friends. Next up, my friends, is called Flowing Flowers. So just to note, happy birthday, I like you, thank you, time for a happy dance. Oh, that's really fun. Sending a card instead of a text, okay? Again, a cling stamp set with the red rubber and all the little stickers for you. All right, so do you guys have a favorite yet? I've got a few more stamp sets for you. We'll go back over them, and you'll have to let me know what your favorite is. And maybe if you're in my card club, which one would you like to use? All right, so now I've got this one. Now, this one's scary. It's a bundle, and it's called Flowering Tulips. And this reminds me of the pansy petals and the stamp set and dies, because there's lots of dies in this one. There's 17 dies. Again, I haven't even opened it up, so let's take a look and see what's in this package and what you get with 17 dies. They're going to cut out all these, I'm sure. But let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Look at all the, oh, this one's really fun. Look at this one. Oh, is this flowers? They're doing a better job about the really sticky tape that's on these. Oh, that's flowers, you guys. That would be super fun to die cut in Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape. Oh, that's going to be really fun to work with. And now here are all the dies. Okay, so all these tulips, it's a building kind of die set. So, and this one's super fun too. It would probably make a lot of mess with all these little squares getting cut out, but that would be a nice little design. My favorite die right now is, like, out of this is this one here, but again, it's a tulip builder, so it'd be interesting to see how this all works. I'm gonna have to play with that one. And here's the flowering tulips that matches up with it. All right, anybody have a favorite stamp set yet? I haven't seen any comments yet. And then here's another one I received by attending on stage at home. It's called In the Moment. It's lots of people, demonstrators are starting to use it right now. And Patty Bennett, of course, does a great job with blending. So if you want to see this stamp set in action, you can go check out Patty Bennett, because she is, in my mind, the best person that does works with our Stampin' blends. She does such a great job. But you're in my thoughts. Sometimes the most productive things you can do is relax. And then you're always so good to others. Be good to yourself too. So nice little stamp set that really showcases relaxing. And we all know that lots of us need to do more relaxing. That's kind of why when I have a nice day on a Sunday, I won't be in my craft room. I'm usually hiking with Sarah. So, and that's what we did last Sunday, and probably this Sunday as well, because it's going to be really sunny. All right, we got a couple more here. I've got Wildflower Path and the dies that go with this. Let's see what they look like. They're called Flowers of Home dies. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't go with this. This one goes with, I think it goes with this one. Yeah, this one goes, I think, with the Blessings of Home, because that one will die cut this one. So sorry about that, I got it mixed up. So beautiful, beautiful. Like, look at that. Just gorgeous. All right, and then this one, I like the sentiment in this one. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. My heart is smiling because of you. Happy birthday and Thanksgiving. So this is a nice little building stamp set. So here's your stem, and then here's the little flowers that you can ink up in all different colors. And then again, here's one too that kind of matches up with this. So this will be super fun to work with. And here's this, I think it's thistle maybe, that goes on top of this one. So that looks like it'd be super fun. All right, so that's all my stamp sets. Let's go over some embellishments that I got. I don't have too many, but again, I'll go really quick. Let me know what your favorite. Still nobody has a favorite yet. Wildflower Path, Blessings of Home. You gotta at least vote for one. In the Moment, Flowering Tulips, Flowing Flowers, Easter Friends. Which stamp set would you guys like to see me use next? Celebrating You, Catch You Later, Amazing Silhouettes, and this is the free celebration, Catching Butterflies. So let me know in the comments which stamp set you would like me to use next, and I'll think about it. It looks like we already got some Blessing of Home, yeah, and In the Moment. Yep, I agree. Like, that is probably going to be my January card club. Okay, so I don't have, actually I do have some more ribbon. I forgot. I got this for on stage, and it was always already in my ribbon holder on the wall there. So this is called 3/8 of an inch denim ribbon. Okay, it looks very denim. All right, I got this with on stage as well, or my pre-order. On stage pre-order. So that's denim ribbon. And this I haven't opened, but we'll open it up together. It's called window pane check ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch. There's approximately 10 yards on it. And guess what color's on the ribbon? Well, white and evening evergreen. So let's pull off that plastic and let me just see what it feels like. So there is, just trying to tell if there's a right and wrong side, not really. So it's checked with white and green. Don't know if you can see that too well, but there you go. So that is that ribbon. And then finally I have some of this other ribbon. It's white. It's very thick. And it's called frayed ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch. So let's take a look at it. It's frayed. I wonder if it's the edges are frayed. It kind of looks like it. So let's see what it looks like. It's shiny, sparkly. Ooh, it's really soft. Ooh, it's really soft. This, let me look. This, maybe, with the Easter Friends. It reminds me of Easter. Like, this is really, really nice. Like bunny rabbits. It's fuzzy. So again, this is called frayed ribbon in white. And there is, how many yards? Let's see. Approximately 5 yards, and it's 3/4 of an inch. So that's all the ribbon I have. Now, my monthly ordering special, $40 or more, will get you an embellishment. So it could be one of these ribbons, and it could be one of these things here. So these are brushed brass butterflies. That's really hard to say. Let's take them out. There's 80 in a package. And they are really, really shiny. And it looks like there's 2 different sizes. So probably 40 and 40 of each. And they're pretty, these will definitely go, they're flat. So great for postage. So that, again, that's called brushed brass butterflies. That's really hard to say. The next one is called Classic Matte Dots, and this is on my pre-order for on stage. And there are 144 of these in the package, and they come, let's see, we got white, vanilla, basic gray, and basic black. So those are nice. These have to go with some of that designer series paper, right? That's over on my chair. I'll show you that next. Garden Gems. There are 140 in the pack. Just open this. Ooh. So they're, if I turn them, they kind of change color. Now I don't know what color these are. They definitely some blue in there, but I don't have to look at the catalog to figure it out. But they're kind of like your basic rhinestones on this side, but they have color in it. It's a hint of blue in it. And then these are more like a diamond pattern here, kind of. So these are called Garden Gems, and I don't think it says the color on the back side, but there are 140 in the package. Next up is Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. There's 200 in this one. 200. And Oh, beautiful. I'm sure you can color these with Stampin' Blends and make any color that you want. They do certainly sparkle, and when I turn them, it looks like there's some pinkish and purple in here, some kind of like Mango Melody maybe over here. So when you turn it, it definitely changes colors. So that's interesting. I'll have to see what that teams up in the catalog. Then I've got polished dots. Again, these you will be able to color with your Stampin' Blends. There's 120 in the package, different sizes, and it looks like there's like almost like a brass color, but a more subtle brass, like a petal pink maybe. And looks like these are clear as well, but I can't tell because I haven't used them yet. Or kind of a matte finish, a cloudy finish. So clear and some maybe petal pink there. I just remembered I have one more package of embellishments on my other desk. Oh, well, they're here somewhere. I don't know where. I gotta clean up that desk. It's gonna be a cleanup night after I hit end. So that is that. Now let's get into the paper, okay? We need to make room for that pretty paper. I showed my team those in-person meeting on Wednesday, the paper, because I bought every pack of it. And it's a nice little variety. Okay, so here we go. Abstract Beauty. This is 4x6, people. A different size. Like, I've been a demonstrator. Well, currently, consecutively for the last almost 2 years. I haven't seen a 4x6. It kind of reminds me of Memories and More. But it'll be interesting to make a nice little card front. You could go 4 by 5 1/4, and then you would have a strip for your inside of your panel, or an embellishment of some sort. So I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna flip over, so it looks like you got more than 2 sheets, so maybe 4. So that's the front side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the front and then the back, so you can kind of see it that way. Okay, that's really pretty. That's like an Easter colors. Oops. And back. Okay, then we've got this pattern and this pattern. And let me tell you the colors: Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, and Basic White. Okay, go through those. And then here's your gold and black and white. And then on the back side is this kind of like splatter of grays and blacks. Misty Moonlight with gold. Ooh, kind of a blue rainbow almost. And this has got pink in it, gold and black and grays. And then here's a diagonal pattern. I'm going to be doing a paper share, folks, so stay tuned. It's going to be a little crazy with back orders, so I've just got to figure out what I'm going to do in case there's back orders, because I don't want to hold paper up, but then I don't also want to have all the added expense of back orders. That's, you know, not my fault, so we'll have to figure it out. But here's a nice little one. It has almost all the colors in it. And here's your crushed curry. Here's those little X's. That's fun. Look at all that gold. And here's blue. It's probably balmy blue. Testing my colors here. Here's some striped white and gold. And then on the back side, we've got, looks like black polka dots. And then this is really fun too. Crushed curry, some call it Magenta Madness going on. There we go. Blushing Bride. And here's some polka dots in gold. And some dots in white with a background of Blushing Bride. Whoops. Here's some pretty flowers. There's some Magenta Madness. And then here's some kind of sparkly paper. This would be, this paper really, now that I'm thinking of it, because this could be a baby card, would go well with that sentiment stamp set that I showed you earlier. So that's just a thought. I'd have to look in the catalog to see what this one is teamed up with, but that is called Abstract Beauty. So that's, and again, it's a 4x6 pack, and there's 48 sheets inside it. Next up is something called New Horizons. It's the 6x6, and it's got Blackberry Bliss, that's my favorite, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, another favorite, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Succulent, and probably white. Again, I haven't seen this because look, it's not open. So we're gonna see this together. This is kind of fun. And it's all like watercolored prints. So here's your sky, and here is the, I guess just the meadow or like mountains or something. So let's see what we've got here. So there's that one. And on the back side is that. So it looks like you're going to get two sheets. Oh, look at this one, you guys. Holy cow. Look at that. And I hike, so this is gorgeous. Oh, look at this. I can't wait to hike in like greens like this. It's going to be so much fun this summer. Oh, here's like a pond. This reminds me of a pond. One of the many ponds I'm going to see on the Vermont Long Trail. That looks like a thunderstorm. I really don't want to see this. I've never hiked in a thunderstorm or tented, so that'd be interesting. Ooh, this looks like it could be Stratton Pond on the Long Trail. Ooh, that's really pretty. Look at this, you guys. You're gonna have to tell me what's your favorite designer series paper. This is right now my favorite. I'm sure it's gonna change. Here's another one, a late summer kind of sunset here. There's that Blackberry Bliss. Ooh. This is, that looks like mountains to me on a lake. And this is the sun. Yeah, it goes this way. This is the mountains, that's the lake. This is the reflection off the water from the sun shining. That happens, okay? I see that a lot when I do hike. This is so pretty. There's another one too. Looks like a storm, a thunderstorm there in the middle of summer. Ooh, there's Mossy Meadow, or Old Olive, probably. And then here's a storm. Evening Evergreen is in the background here. Here's your pond, and here's your like tenting area, pine tree, or pine needles. A mess of pine needles, that's what I'll call that one. Ooh, stormy sky. Okay, ooh, there's a mountain. This is a winter scene in my mind. Whoops, yeah, that's the back of that one. Wait, oh wow, that's good. You got two on that one. So there's the sky, and then there's the grass. That's like a bonus sheet right there. Ooh, this is really pretty too. Nice little lake with a blackberry bliss background. There's your stormy skies again. I got this ladybug. Oh, you guys see, there's my ladybug that's been flying around my head for the last minute. Oh, there it goes. Oh boy. Hopefully it won't bother us too much. Here's another lake. Oh, there it goes again. Another stormy sky. My little ladybug. That kind of looks like maybe, I don't know what that looks like. Just a beautiful sunset maybe? I don't know. I don't see this in Vermont. Maybe you guys do where you live. Let us know what you think this one looks like. That one just looks like a cold sky. And then there's that side. So again, this is called New Horizons. It's a 6x6 paper pack, 48 sheets. And 2 of each. So I gotta be careful of that ladybug. I don't want to smush her. There. It's gonna go over by my cut and emboss machine. All right, so that's the 6x6 paper. Let's see what's next. We have, I've had this one for a while because I got it for on stage. This has got bumblebees on it, and it's Heart and Home. And oops, I forgot to tell you the colors that go with it. It says it's got basic gray, cinnamon cider, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight, pale papaya, and white. So here we go with this one. They're 12 by 12 sheets, and hopefully you'll be able to see the patterns. So you've got your wood grain, similar to the In Good Taste. Here's some pale, maybe pale papaya. And then there's the background. I did already look at this one, so that's why it's kind of repetitive. And here's some fresh freesia flowers. This is I don't know if that's, yeah, that's directional. So we gotta be careful with our directions on this paper. There's the background. Now, that's really busy. I don't know if I would use that side. That would be kind of difficult for me. And then here's a nice little pattern with the blues. And some more wood grain. Again, it's not in brown, it's more of a gray wood grain. Ooh, this reminds me of my grandmother in her wallpaper, maybe. It looks better if you go this way. I'm kind of looking at these flowers here. They should be going upwards. It's got pale papaya and some of that fresh freesia. And then here's that wood grain. And then here's finally the garden green. Nice little foliage background. And your wood grain. And then there's the green again. So again, this is called Heart and Home. All right, next up is something for the kids or your baseball, your favorite baseball player or friend or whatever. Again, I haven't seen it because it's like just coming out of the wrapper. So let's all play baseball here. So we got lots of tickets. Ooh, look at that. It's a blue wood grain. So again, you get 2 of the same. There's our catcher's gear, home base, a baseball glove, baseballs, a helmet, and there's your stripes. Not sure if I will use this or not. This could be good for Father's Day, of course, or it could be for, again, your baseball lover. Here's the baseball prints that are on a baseball. Some flags. You could fussy cut those out. That's not a problem. Here's some nice little kind of polka dots. I guess it resembles the baseball. Ooh, look at that sunburst. That would make a nice scrapbooking page. Yes, this was also nice paper for scrapbooking. And I bet there's going to be a paper pumpkin kit that comes out that has baseball theme. Maybe when we get closer to late spring. Here's some bats and balls and some stars. And then here is your baseball field. I used to play softball, so these are all kind of similar. Where's the softball play paper, right, you guys? Like, okay, I hope they come out with softball paper for softball players. Anyway, my 2 cents on that paper. So again, this is called Hey Sports Fan, and it's Bumblebee, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. All right, next up is Valentine's. So Valentine's, you get Sweet Talk, and it's Blushing Bride, Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Real Red, and so Saffron. So let's look at this one. Again, I'm going to do a paper share. So my paper share is 6x6 paper. Like, so I cut these in half. And again, and you'll get, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's going to be my normal paper share. I always do a paper share a couple times a year. So be on the lookout for that. You'll get that information on my next, probably my next email. Okay, so for Valentine's, text me, it says, BFF, you're cute, hug me. Oh, and there's the purple. And then, ooh, some, let's see. I think it's cupcakes or some kind of treat. I'm really not sure, but if you look at it really quick, it looks like some hot lips. That's just my look, my bad eyes. And oh, they're lollipops. That's what they are. Lollipops, hearts, and there's a lollipop. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's some like really hard paper for me to look at. It'll give me a migraine. All right, it looks like Debbie Holmes. Hi there. I have, oh, you're a new, I think, new viewer. All right, so here's this. And got some more lollipops and some candy with some hearts. Again, it's all Valentine's. There's the petal pink. Look at that. Like, that's screaming like love right there, right? Got some stripes in all the colors. Oh, I like this one. It's probably my favorite one so far out of this paper pack. There's some more stripes. And there is a stamp set. I think this is sweet on this, but again, I haven't educated myself enough to know. Ooh, I like this one. This is now my favorite pattern out of this pack. All right, so that is that paper. And again, it is called Sweet Talk. Blushing Bride, Granny Apple Green, Highland Heather, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Real Red, and So Saffron. All right, next up, I gotta turn my heater off, hold on. All this paper is making me get delirious here. Okay, this is called Symbols of Fortune. It's a specialty designer series paper that has basic black, calypso coral, crumb cake, evening evergreen, smoky slate, and soft succulent. I really like smoky slate. I just love that hint of gray sometimes. So let's see what this one looks like. It's specialty, so it's got this like really heavy chipboard, of course. Ooh, look at this. See that shine? Like, it's really pretty in gold. And this white, like, feathery stuff. And there's the gray smoky slate in the background. Ooh, look at the pop of color, you guys. So those look really nice together. Ooh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but look at all of that gold. Let's see what's on the back side. Ooh, really pretty. Oh, this is gonna sell out. I mean, not sell it. It's gonna go on back order. I guarantee you. Look at this paper. It's gonna go on back order. I already know. Like crazy. And here's some nice little speckled gold and grays and whites. Ooh, look at that. Poppy Parade and some Evening Evergreen. Boy, they're really using a lot of Evening Evergreen in their paper. I've never done a kind of a live product share with you guys. This is my first time ever doing this. This is kind of fun because this is the first time I've seen all this, so it's kind of fun watching it with you guys. Ooh, look at that. Now this masculine paper right there. Lots of greens in it, of course. And this side. Ooh, that looks so good. Here's some more. Let's see what's on the back. Oh, no, let's gotta turn it this way. Make sure our birds are flying the correct way. I think it's how it's packaged. Wait a minute. Yeah, like that. Here's some pretty gold flowers and some grayish smoky slate flowers in the background. And this looks like bamboo. Could be. And then there we go. So flip this over again, and this is called Symbols of Fortune. Again, the colors that go with this: basic black, calypso coral, crumb cake, evening evergreen, smoky slate, and soft succulent. All right, and that's a specialty paper, so it's going to cost a little bit more. Now this one is called Artfully Composed, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Just Jade, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Pale Papaya, and Pear Pizzazz. Now this looks tropical if you ask me. It's Hawaiian. Got the birds of paradise there. All right, let's check this one out. Well, we went to really flashy to really kind of boring. It looks like it's got some script on there. Pale Papaya. And there's some more tropical greens and blacks and some Pale Papaya there. And that's a really dark. Those two look really nicely together, of course. More of that foliage. Oh man, that's really bright. Calypso Coral, I think that's what it said. Now this is more me. It's kind of tame. I like that too, the Pear Pizzazz in that one. And this is good too because it's got the script in there and it's got the foliage and a lot of the different colors too. I really like this one. Now, I don't know, would I use this paper? Maybe, maybe not, but I'd like to work with it to see, because sometimes when I see paper, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But then, like, I really like it. Like that Peaceful Cabins, the paper was like, oh, I don't know, and then I used it and it was beautiful. So this one, I'll give it a try. Does remind me of tropical places. All right, so that is this paper. Again, this one is called Artfully Composed, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Just Jade, Macaron, Old Olive, Pale Papaya, and Pear Pizzazz. And then lastly, oh no, not lastly, because I'll show you some celebration paper too. I'm just gonna grab it. Okay, so this one is called Flowering Fields, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, Mango Melody, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Razzleberry, Soft Succulent, So Saffron. That's a lot of colors, you guys. But look, this is gonna go on back order too. Guaranteed. Guarantee it. It's like, it's so beautiful. I don't know, like, it's gonna be hard to get this paper. You gotta order this early. Definitely order this one early because it's gonna sell. So we got some tulips. Lots of tulips here. I love these right here. Beautiful. All right, let's see what's on the back side. Let me move this over a little bit. So kind of like your greens and blues. Oh, I'm just looking at these. I just looked over at my laptop and these two together really caught my eye. Love that. And here's some purples. Really pretty. Ooh, and there's that purple and rich raspberry. Looks like we got some yellows and oranges coming up on this one, which we do. Some mango melody, crushed curry in there. Ooh, poppy parade dots. And there's some clouds. That'll be interesting. I don't know how I would use that, the pinkish sky, like I don't see clouds like this. So this one will be interesting to work with, that pattern. Ooh, look at this, look at this. It's all tulips. It's directional, but oh my goodness, look at this. Ooh, and on the back side is greens. Oh, look at these two go really nicely together. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that pool party. Like so pretty. Look at these two together. Like it goes. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is my favorite one right here. We got to go back on this one. Let's just look at these one more time, right? Shall we? This is my favorite. This is going to be a back order. Totally back ordered. I'm going to try to get this for Card Club. It's so pretty. And with the stamp set with the tulips. Look at all these. So pretty. Oh. All right. Oops. Look at this. Nice job Stampin' Up. They really home run on this paper in my mind. Definitely in my mind. Again, this is called Flowering Fields, and there's too many colors to repeat them, but trust me, there's enough in there to work with. You must have a couple of those colors in your craft room. So now I don't know if that's my favorite, or is this one, the New Horizons? Like, I don't know which one is now my favorite. I'm like confused. All right, so free celebration paper. I just am stockpiling this, and it's called Daffodil Afternoon. So I'm stockpiling this for a class and probably a retreat, my retreat in March. End of March, I'm having a retreat. All right, so again, let me turn this over so you can see the color, or I will tell you the colors that are in Daffodil Afternoon. Basic Black, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Evening Evergreen, Flirty Flamingo, Mint Macaron, Mossy Meadow, Pale Papaya, Pear Pizzazz, and Very Vanilla. So get your Very Vanilla ordered for this one, right? I'm glad I have I've got a lot of Very Vanilla envelopes and card stock already, so I'm good to go there. Lots of daffodils. You could probably blend these and make these colored too. You can color those in or just leave them as is. And then this is free paper that you can earn during celebration in January. And it's a $50 order. So not too bad, and you get all this paper free. It's kind of a matte look, but on this here looks very three-dimensional with all those different layers of daffodils. Again, 2 sheets of each pattern. This one's really pretty with the dainty flowers in there. Oh my God, it's 9:45. I just realized what time it was. I'm having fun. I don't really care what time it is. All right, and here's some more daffodils. Lots of daffodils here, you guys. And we're getting ready for spring, and we haven't even gone through winter, although tomorrow's gonna be 52 degrees here and rain all day. All right, that's crushed curry there. I think I'm gonna see a pattern I'm really gonna like in a minute. This last one is probably gonna be the winner. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. And there's the crushed curry. And then that's it. So I'll go through this one so you can kind of see it again, because this is the free paper you can earn with a $50 order during Celebration, which is coming up in January. And we always have a signing bonus during Celebration. So if you are not a demonstrator and you would like to be, definitely seek me out. I would love to have you as an Inspired Daisy on our team. We just had our team meeting the other day, so I did show this pack to them, and they were able to see the free paper. They probably already have it because I think everyone's placed their pre-order as a demonstrator. So if you're a demonstrator, you get this 1 month earlier than customers. So that's kind of fun too. We get to see and work with it. So hopefully I'll be able to work with some of this product that I just showed you guys. But that's all I've got for you tonight. That's a lot. I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's 9:43, so almost 2 hours of Live with Karen Friday Night Crafting. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be safe and be well. Again, email me if you have any questions. Have a good night.